Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm testing out the new L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. I've tested out various mascaras over the years on my channel. I'm a huge fan of L'Oreal and Maybelline mascaras. I feel like they just work for me. And this one I was really excited to try because I haven't used the original Telescopic in a long time. I used to think that was really good for my lower lashes. And this one has a really unique brush on it. It's getting a lot of hype on the internet. There is a lot of controversy also surrounding this mascara, and I wanted to truly put it to the test for you guys to see if this is worth the money, because quite frankly, drugstore mascaras are getting super pricey. I went to Walmart and this was the best price that I could find for this for Canadian. It was $15.96. You can get this on Amazon for $18.99, and then Shoppers Drug Mart has it for $19.99. So obviously, I went with the Walmart pricing, had this in stock at my local Walmart. However, they didn't have the blackest black option. I have the shade just black. They did have a black brown as well and a waterproof version. This is what the packaging looks like. It's really nice and sleek. I love the packaging. It's slightly tapered, and also the brush is what's really featured for this mascara. It's what makes it unique and what has that lift, separation, volume, length, all that this is claiming it can do. It's all about this brush. So we're going to test out this formula for you. I have used this several times, so I do have my final thoughts on this mascara. I've been using it every day just to see how it wears. Flake, smudge, smear, all that bad stuff you don't want, I'm going to let you know here. This is going to be a fairly quick review. I thought I could do a short on this video, but I figured everyone's going to be throwing up shorts this week because as of February, they can be monetized by creators if you didn't already know that. So if your feed is flooded, that is why. I'm just going to try and get closer. As you can see, I don't have anything on my lashes currently. Also, everything I have on my face will be linked below in case you're curious of other products I'm wearing. The brush is an exclusive design. Load and lift brush is what it's saying. I've seen the before and afters of this and they look really, really amazing. So you can get up to 5 millimeters of visible length with this. So step one, you use this side of the brush. It slightly domes up. And then when you're doing step two, you turn it to the side so the comb part can really separate your lashes. I'm going to start with step one. This mascara for me is truly all about the length. It does do a great job with volume. The separation is pretty nice as well. I'm going to go in with a second coat just to see what we can build up for this, but I was actually really impressed the first time I tried it, and each time that I use it, I do really like it. It can get clumpy quite quickly. I noticed just on my second coat, starting to clump up a bit. So that's where I find it's not as good at the building of volume just because it can get slightly clumpy look. I know everyone's different about how much clump that they are okay with. For me, I can't go more than 2 coats with this. It's already getting a little too clumpy for my personal taste. So now I'm going to flip it sideways for step 2. As you can see, does a great job at building up my lashes. There's a noticeable difference between one eye and the other. I think this is one of the better mascaras I've tried lately in terms of how this makes my lashes look. I feel like they look really good, but bordering too clumpy for me. I also feel like there's a little bit of inconsistency in terms of the product placement of the formula. I feel like some places, especially on the tips, can be a little bit thicker than throughout the lash. Maybe that's just due to lack of practice with this, but I have been using it every day for a week. So I feel like I've noticed that each time that it's just a little bit inconsistent in terms of the application. The brush design does a good job at lifting. I feel like because it is bent the other way than what I'm used to, makes sense for pushing the lashes up. I feel like cupping them also works, but this way does too. So I really like how unique the brush design is. I think it's a really nice touch to this mascara and what really makes it kind of special. That is 2 coats versus 1 coat. I am getting a little bit messy on my lids, but we can clean that up after. It's another thing I noticed because of how good this does length. It can be a messier type of mascara. Just gotta clean up a bit after, not a big deal for me. If it's gonna make my lashes super long like it does. We have 2 coats on my right eye. This one looks a little bit more full and also clumping up more. I do notice that because the one side is that flat side, it holds a lot of product. So when you're using step 2 and pushing up, if it's gonna get on that flat side, that's where the clumpiness comes in. So you have to be quite careful how you hold this mascara. It does work for me, but it really matters on the placement of this mascara and how you're holding it to your lashes, because I can see where some people are getting too clumpy of a look, because I can easily do that if I move it slightly too much to get that underside, which holds a lot of product, which is good if you want to build up that volume, because I feel like I got it really nicely on the base of this eye. But it can be bad also if you're not into a clumpy lash look. I'm just going to apply a little bit to the lowers. I think using step 2 on the lower lashes is a fantastic option. That's why I really like that brush design. It coats them gently, nicely. I can really do my lower lashes kind of how I like to do with the brush. So I've been really impressed with this. I do have some inconsistencies though with it, and a couple things I want to talk about for the wear of this mascara. All in all, at the end of the day, I personally would repurchase this mascara. I think it's one of the better drugstore mascaras out there. I love the design of the brush. The formula is really great. I've only had one complaint about the wear. This says that it can last for 36 hours, but I do get a little bit of flaking on occasion. It hasn't happened every time, but depending on how much I'm loading up on the mascara, I do notice that it does flake. I don't get that with every mascara. I just think it's due to how this can get clumpy. Quite honestly, it can. So that's where I notice the flaking can occur. If I've just overloaded it one day, that's when I have an issue. So I will have some pictures in here to show you a full wear test of this mascara on my eyes, how it's held up. But I do think it's worth it. And if you were a fan of other L'Oreal mascaras, I think you're gonna really like this one. For me, I have really liked L'Oreal Lash Paradise in the past. If you are unaware, I typically don't like these plastic ones. I do like a more natural bristle brush. However, lately with some mascaras I've been trying, like the Tower 28, now this one, I've been really gravitating towards these plastic bristles. This one is a less bent version kind of the Tower 28. I feel like it's giving me similar vibes to that, but more length. A reason why you don't need to buy high-end mascara to get a really good one at the drugstore. That's where I feel like you can save a little bit of money. Granted, it's still pricey, but still, if you're looking for a new mascara to check out, I would definitely pick it up. Just a couple things I wanted to point out. It's not 100% perfect mascara. I think there could be a couple things to make it better, but I would personally repurchase it. I think it's a good one, and I'm definitely going to continue to use it on my channel so you can see it in action. But I just wanted to do a quick video to show you my lashes, how it looks like on my eyes. I feel like it does a really great job, and it's one that I'm really confident to wear throughout the day. So let me know, have you tried this mascara? Are you interested? Is this something that you're gonna pick up? Are you gonna pass on it? Let me know. I always am interested in your opinions. If you've tried it, comments, anything. Help each other out. If you've tried the waterproof, I'd love to know. And your thoughts if you've tried the blackest black. This is just the black version. I think it's pretty deep. I don't feel the need to go to the blackest black, and I don't typically do a black brown myself, but I'd love to know if you've tried any of those too. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, for spending some time with me today. If you've not already, I would absolutely love for you to join the family here by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.